I don't have to do anything because you're not my mom.
What?
You're not my mom.
What are you talking about?
You're not my mom.
Please stop playing with me before I knock you out. I'm about to smack you. You sound crazy.
I don't think you take time to focus on this relationship. I think you spend so much time focused on your business and traveling, and it feels like you trying to get back for me being gone for them 4 years, and now it's time for you to enjoy life, and you start to feel like I'm a single parent. I can't do this by myself.
Despite Yandy's frequent claims of commitment to her husband, Mendecess is exposing him for infidelity, and everyone in Nam Mama knows that he just can't keep it in his pants for whatever reason. Has cheated on Yandy ever since he was released from jail. He went on to say that he remained in the marriage because of the promise of commitment rather than love. Everyone who feels bad for Yandy has begged her to get up. It appears that Yandy has had enough of N's antics and is now getting her lick back. Will this, however, affect her marriage to Mrs. in any way? Well, I'm not sure if we can even consider this to be a marriage at this point, because the couple has never filed any papers, and their marital issues existed before Mendecess was imprisoned at the Slammer. To get more views on his YouTube account, Little Mrs. performs practical jokes on Yandy and his parents. This time, he thought it would be funny to write cheetah on the side of Yandy's G-Wagon in the hopes that it would turn into a beautiful viral video. At the time, though, Yandy didn't find it funny.
Came out.
Oh yeah, I ain't even snapped that.
And let me show you.
They did that dirty.
So I came out here ready to go bananas. You hear me? Bananas. So then, after I was ready to go bananas, this is who I see. This is who I see in the cut with this guy here. With that guy. Yes, that one. With that camera. Some things you just don't play with. So guess who's on punishment now? And guess who has to give my car a car wash inside and out? Then has to work at the restaurant tomorrow. Then has to work 9 a.m. at the restaurant tomorrow. 9 a.m. Because there's some things you don't play with. You don't play YouTube or my car. So now YouTube jokes on you. Don't you ever in your life play with my car. Ever. Jokes on you. Like, who lied? Like, what? Like, what?
One thing about Yandy is that she doesn't interfere with her relationship with her boyfriend. She shouldn't take it seriously. After all, she's still here after all the baby mama turmoil. Charges of adultery, but what on earth am I aware of? Painting cheater on Little M's automobile didn't seem like a conventional practical joke because she is all about being a faithful woman who rides for her sweetheart anytime he wants to. Nearly every other item in her car, according to reports, Yandy and Mendecess have been dating since 2008 and were married in 2015, despite the fact that their relationship is unlawful. Yandy had been balancing the drama of two women's responsibilities as newborn parents before Mendecess was imprisoned. Rumor has it that Mendecess dated Yandy on occasion and had children. Yandy chose to ignore him even though she knew it, maybe in the same way that Rita turns her head away and lowers her head when since Kurt took his Frosty out on the streets and came back with more kids, Yandy and Rashida have, of course, stayed good friends. However, after Maze had to go serve time in prison, Yandy had to take care of her family and put up with the antics of N's other baby moms. I'm not saying Yandy is perfect because she sometimes conceals her hands and throws stones, but she could have ended the argument at any time. No one would have held it against her if she had ended up in the John since they said he wouldn't stay. Yandy made sure he had a job to make some cash and a place to live after coming out. Money, but M was only complaining about it rather than showing appreciation and trying to reassure her that her efforts weren't in vain. He was only much more annoyed by Yandy's increasing independence because she had to wear the pants while he was incarcerated. He was still the same man who had been locked up otherwise. After removing their wedding band, Mendecess started dating other women. Whether Yandy knew it or not, he told her bluntly that the love was over.
Honest, it's given just a hint bit of he is playing in Yandy's face. That's just my opinion. I never understand doing a tit for tat when it comes to if I don't feel respected, then I'm gonna figure out a way to double disrespect you. So you're telling me that this man is just, you know, flowing through the streets of Atlanta, no ring on?
I chose Yandy because after years of fighting and slapping their faces with these baby parents, she would rather walk barefoot through flames as her wigs catch fire than admit she lost. She understands that there is no need for them to keep dating as they no longer have anything in common.
You had a baby 10 months behind me. You're the go behind.
It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter. Just like anything that I hear about you, it doesn't matter. You have to just own up to where you are in life and what it is. That man has never claimed you. You ain't never been nothing but a slide. That man has never said you were his girlfriend to anyone.
We got matching passports with the same vacation.
Listen.
Way back 2004. I put cars, apartments in my name for him.
That's what slides do.
We have the same address legally still to this day.
No, you
Go ahead.
No, you don't, and you never have.
Actually, I do, boo-boo. I knew Yandy was gonna be on some bullshit because she was running her mouth, as usual, so I came with my receipts. Mendecess and I traveled the world together, had apartments together. Now tell me again how I'm the...
She and Will Smith, as you can see, consider divorce to be a failure. She still feels a connection to M, even if she is unwilling to leave him. She regularly travels outside of Atlanta for work, and she has no problem leaving him with the kids.
I feel like in DC, where if he builds me up too much, he'll think like I'm too big-headed, and then I'll just feel like I don't want to be with him or I'll leave.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think you're absolutely wrong, and that is not actual facts.
I could get an award from one of the top Black organizations. I can say
congratulations. I never see you.
But it might be like,
I never say
but it might be like, yo, congrats on that. Versus,
I don't even talk like that. First of all,
exactly,
I never even talk like that. You can't humanize me. What are you talking about?
What would be better is if it was.
Yeah, all right, I'm ready for this scene to be over.
After constantly moving around and acting like a lost puppy, Yandy finally gives in when Mies questions her about why she's acting so boldly without him. Realizes that she doesn't require Mess for anything. Her refusal to file the required paperwork for their marriage just shows how persistent she is. If Yandy's businesses ever thrive, or if issues ever become an even bigger burden, she won't let him spoil her suitcase, despite her claims to be faithful and depressed. Collectively, for the Grammy Awards, Love and Hip Hop and their program, people don't believe that Lil MDs wrote such lines, and when the cameras stop filming, Yandy stops playing the enthralled wife. Words for nothing. They say, children you didn't push or spit out will always end up like this, people add. At the conclusion of the quotation, Yandy is punished for raising this cute youngster alone while his father was in jail. You never know, Yandy. This kid isn't your biological child, and you're playing with them too much. Men of Little, what do you think of Yandy cheating on Mrs.? Or do we simply assume that he is having a covert conversation with us? Last but not least is, D's don't like you. I hope to see you in the next video, and please enjoy this one. Clicking the like and subscribe buttons and leaving your thoughts in the comments section is very important. Farewell, villains.